Naturally, power and ability are required to order and forbid. Therefore, for those who are in charge and power in society and the state, this responsibility is in most cases a mandatory law or specific personal duty. The greater the responsibility and power, the greater the responsibility of ordering and forbidding, the greater their fear of accountability to Allah. Allah Almighty says that those whom we have established on earth or given power, they establish prayer, give zakat, enjoin what is right, and forbid what is wrong. And the outcome of all actions is in the power of Allah. Therefore, in this regard, the responsibility of the ruling class, those involved in the administration, regional administrators, judges, scholars, intellectuals, and other influential people in society is greater than others, and the fear is greater for them. If any of them does not fulfill their responsibility and remain silent, the consequences will be difficult and terrible. Similarly, it is an obligatory law for a householder or official to order and forbid his family, his subordinates, and those under his influence. Because Allah has made him responsible and accountable for them, and he will ask him about them. The Messenger of Allah, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, said, "Beware, all of you are guardians, and each of you will be asked about those under his care. The ruler or administrator, the guardian, is responsible for the people, and he will be asked about the people under him. The head of the house is the guardian of his family, and he will be asked about them. The wife is responsible for her husband's house and her children, and she will be asked about them." But this does not mean that protesting against injustice and wrongdoing is only their responsibility. Rather, it is the responsibility of all Muslims. Whoever sees injustice or wrongdoing is responsible for correcting it or remedying it as much as he can and is able to. The Messenger of Allah, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, said, "If any of you sees an injustice, he should prevent it with his hand. If he is not able to do that, then he should change it with his speech. If he is not able to do that, then he should change it with his heart." And this is the weakest stage of faith. From this, we understand that it is the responsibility of every believer to change or correct an injustice if he sees it, as much as he can and is able to do so. In this case, it is obligatory upon every believer to hate injustice from the heart and to seek its end and remedy. Not having a heart's resentment and hatred for injustice is a sign of losing faith. We live in a flood of countless sins, kufr, and forbidden deeds. The more we see it, the less our resentment and objections decrease. Then we start to think that this is normal or that it can happen. This state of accepting sin from the heart is the state of losing faith. We must hate what Allah and His Messenger, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, have forbidden or what is sinful and wrong, even if it is committed by us or by all the people of the world. This is the minimum requirement of faith. From the above verses and hadiths, we understand that the responsibility of this worship will be based on ability. For this reason, the jurists have mentioned that this act of establishing the religion, or calling and forbidding, is generally fard kifaya. If more than one person in a society learns or sees an injustice or act that is against the Sharia, then protesting or remedying it is collectively fard or fard kifaya upon all of them. If any one of them fulfills this duty, he will receive the reward for performing the act of worship, and for the rest it will essentially become a voluntary act of worship. If the rest of the people perform it, they will receive the reward, but if they do not perform it, they will not be sinners. And if no one performs it, then everyone will be sinners. It becomes a fard law or a personal fard for two reasons. First, power. If someone knows that he has the power to remedy this injustice, then it becomes a fard law for him. This duty is a fard law at this level for the guardian of the family, political or administrative officials, and leaders of the area or country. In addition, in any situation, if someone understands that if he intervenes or speaks, the injustice will be stopped or justice will be established, then it becomes a fard law or a personal fard for him. Second, seeing. If someone knows that no one else has seen or known about the injustice, then it becomes a fard law or a personal fard for him to forbid it and call for its abandonment. In all situations, this protest, remedy, and call should be done with the hand, mouth, or heart according to the ability.